the top right hand side, once again, it is Aguanah with the pink Protoss probes, and in the bottom left hand side, we have ghazghkull with the blue Zerg drones. Now, I would love to see a different approach that isn't pool first, Roach Warren first. I would love to see a different build from both players, really, actually, because it was quite similar games, game 1 and 2. Realistically, if your build isn't doing that well, you want to switch it up. Although, because it is 1-1 and they've both done very similar builds, yep, I'm not surprised we'll see the exact same build. Now, who do I think's going to win this? Who knows, but I have a funny feeling it's not going to be pretty either way. We are seeing fairly... oh, a double gas. Okay, maybe the Protoss has something planned. So, maybe both sides have something planned. That could be quite exciting. But I have a funny feeling we're just going to see that super early Roach Warren again. And it's just a waste of minerals. I mean, you have enough now. Drop your natural. There's no reason not to drop your natural right now. And you're just not doing it. You're going to fall behind in the economy. And as the Zerg, you want your economy to be ahead because you're going to take these inefficient fights. These overlords, they need to be scouting. They need to be seeing what your opponent's up to. You need to see your opponent's gone double gas, although they've not saturated it, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. And there's no probes in production either. Okay, there we go, just back in action. Now, the question is, will we finally see natural first, or, okay, a gateway? So, are we maybe going to see the Robo and Stargate be dropped again? But on this side of the map, we have not seen the Roach Warren, and we've seen Ling Speed. My god, it's like a whole new player. The natural has come down at long last, and this game is looking like it could be the best game. We have some Zerglings out as well now. I'd love for these Zerglings to come out here and just deny the natural. There simply isn't enough. If these try and walk out, one Zealot isn't going to take out all the Zerglings. You'll need both, and if you move, you open up this entire passage, and they can get all the workers the Zerglings want. Seeing a forge as the follow-up, so likely a ground army. But yeah, you've gone pool first. You've got the Lings out. You need to move, though. You can't have them parked outside your base. There's loads of Lings in production now. Okay. This is very much a Ling rush. But it's very late, sadly. So unlikely to get anything done apart from hopefully deny the natural at the own cost of you being so far behind. Now, 4 Zealots, is that enough to see all of this off? Probably. So your goal shouldn't be to fight. Lure them out of the wall. Run in and kill everything. You decimate this mineral line, the game... oh my god, he's moved out! If the Zerg player was here ready to pounce, you could have seen that with your Overlord. And just ran in. Nothing would have stopped you there. Oh, I think we just need a bit more map presence from the Zerg. We do see the move out finally happening as Ling Speed has finished. And here we go, the deny. No, no, no. Just kill the natural and run away. Don't do this. Oh, that's just painful. Did you even get a unit? Did you even get a kill? God, that is ugly. That is not a pretty sight to see. This Zerg player has just lost everything. You're now behind in economy. You're behind in army. It's not looking good. And we have the Oracle as a follow-up. Hopefully it will actually harass this game. Maybe we'll see that. And this Observer's going to come out as well to provide scouting, hopefully. The natural finishing up very soon. Dropping down additional pylons, you'd love to see it. along with a third for the Zerg. And finally, that favoured Roach Warren has come down. However, with an inkling of scouting, with one Overlord which costs 100 minerals, you have 1,000, you could see your opponent has gone for this. You will see the Stargate, you will know, maybe I'll whack down one Spore Crawler. Instead, oh, there's not even a queen here. There's not even a queen. That's just 7 free drones. Okay, you need to pull the drones. Run them away now. Oh my god. That's just 7 free kills. I mean, there's one queen. Just fly over here. Fly out of the range. That's it. Get the drones. No. Okay. Oh, you're out of energy. Okay. Okay, that's fair enough. Out of energy. 7 kills for free. That is brutal. The scout is in the base. The queen's here. Don't lose your oracle. Just park it over here. Queen can't reach it. And roaches. You've seen your opponent's gone Stargate. You don't want roaches. We're seeing +1 air attack come. A double observer. Okay. Now, if you are getting +1 air, you probably want more than one Stargate, especially with that bank. And we're seeing Ravengers, though. I do love Ravengers myself. Maybe we'll see some nice corrosive biles, we can hope. Now this, I would love to see it come back in later and just drop a, was it the time warping stasis cube thingy majiggy, and just get them all in sacrifice of the Oracle. I think that would be worth it. And this Zerg it's looking rough for you. Your economy is just so far behind with those 7 drones. You've not rebuilt them. You're still running on a 1 base economy at the 7-minute mark. This Protoss is going to fly ahead with a triple Stargate transition. My god. This is going to be 4 Void Rays at once, and it will just decimate everything. Especially with +1 attack, now getting +1 armor. I know it's a bit early to call it, but I think the game's already over. I believe that was the Oracle just lost that I missed. That oh no, it's still there. The Oracle was not lost. It tried to get some damage in, didn't get it. The harass from the Queens. Now this is what you love to see. Queens out here. That's it. Now, you don't want to lose the Queen, though. No! No, get your Queen out here helping! Oh, no, you've just lost the Queen to an Oracle. That shouldn't be happening. That is... Oh, that's just nasty. Now, you don't want the Oracle to fight there. But it's paid for its money in gold. I mean, the workers have still not been replaced. That is just horrific. The Queen being sniped. The game is already lost, I feel. Especially the fact that you're going into roaches against Void Rays. It's gonna be a very bad day for ghazghkull when you walk across the map to attack and realise I didn't scout and therefore have an army terribly equipped to fight you. Now, I do like that you're morphing in more Ravengers, but you can only pray with corrosive biles, just a nice bit of micro, and this Protoss will win. What does the Zerg do to catch up? I think you just drop a 4th, drop a 5th. Get those Queens injecting. You need to have them injecting. You need workers. You're so far behind. You're 32 workers compared to 51. Although, currently, you do have the army advantage. Now, while I think if you just walk all your Queens, walk all your army, this is probably your best chance to win. This is probably your only chance to win. You let your opponent, although your opponent's not producing for some reason, you have the money. Build! Oh, the fleet beacon, of course. We'll be seeing some lovely carriers soon. Now, this oversaturation, transfer into the gas, you're going to need it. You don't need to expand like this because you don't have the probes to mine. The reason I don't mind it as Zerg is because you get all your units from lava. As the Protoss, you don't, unless you're in desperate need of chrono boost, but I still don't think I've seen a single chrono. No, so I don't know why that was done. It's just a waste of 400 minerals, really. And the Spire, as a follow-up, getting Corruptors out could be massive, but I feel like you need to be harassing. You have such a good, big army here. You could snipe this base, getting what, 26 workers? That would not be bad, and you can probably take this army, you know. The Protoss just not been producing, even though you have the funds. Hydras are starting to come out, but it's too little, too late. With no harassment for 10 minutes, you're just going to let your opponent go mass carriers like you did last game, and it's going to end the same. Unless you morph in so many Ravengers you can one-shot those carriers. If you get an infestation pit, fungal growth, get those carriers being still, corrosive bile them to hell, you can still win this game. It's not over for you, but you need to know what to do. And I don't think you do, because you haven't scouted one bit. You don't know what your opponent's doing. Oh, and here come 4 carriers at once, plus 2 attack coming. It's just stuff you don't like seeing. You can't just sit back for the entire game, have one big clash, and that be the game. We need more spice. Let me speed this up slightly. You got to harass. You've got to do work. We are seeing Corruptors coming out, luckily. But it's just, once again, too little, too late. The supply is so in favour of the Protoss at this point. I mean, that just should be never happening. Never, ever happening. 97 probes is very excessive, though, for the Protoss. But it's not even going to matter. I mean, the death ball is just too much. There's too much stuff here for how little that will actually shoot up for the Zerg. Because most of this army, you know, you've got 12 Hydralisks, you've got 7 Muters, 3 Corruptors. I mean, if you get these good corrosive biles, there's still a chance, but what are the upgrades? Oh, there's been no upgrades. You started so well, and it just went to pot. Now, just letting the Protoss death ball up like this, oh god. This is not going to be a pretty sight, is it? I don't think there's enough Ravengers here to even one-shot anything. You need more Ravengers if you're going to do this. And, oh, this is just going to be a terrible fight for the Zerg, isn't it? Oh, picking off those Hydras as well as they're coming in is rough. Oh, the corrosive biles are good, but look, it's not enough. Oh, one more bile! One more bile! You needed more Ravengers! Oh, that's disappointing. And with the poor positioning as well, with the Ravengers being at the front, it's just GG. It's just GG. In the end, it's deserved for the Protoss here, because as the Zerg, you can't not scout, you can't not harass, you can't sit back for 10 minutes and expect to win by just smashing against a Airtoss army. It just doesn't happen. And there is the GG, the winner, and going through to round 3 is Aguanah.